So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to another MotoGP 19 video, and this time we are not doing career mode. In today's MotoGP video we will be doing a race, a 25% race at the Austrian Grand Prix, as this weekend is the start of the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring. So hopefully we're going to have a good race ahead for the race weekend, and I've been trying to decide who to do in this race. I was thinking Marquez, since he is current championship leader. He's on a roll, and yeah, he just seems like a good guy to go for the race. But then I'm thinking, do I go Dovizioso? I don't want to do one of the Yamahas. We've been doing Yamaha in career mode. But then I was also thinking Alex Ring, so really not sure. We could go for one of the Petronas riders. That might be pretty fun. But in the end, I am going to go ahead and do a race as Marquez at the Austrian Grand Prix. So let's get straight into it, and we'll touch a little bit on the Czech Grand Prix last weekend. Right then, we are on the grid ready to go for this Grand Prix. I'm going to go for some medium tyres on this Honda. Hopefully it works pretty well. Taking a look at Alex Rins, and now taking a quick look at Valentino Rossi, who I really did hope would have done a little bit better at the Czech Grand Prix. There were perfect conditions for him, but just wasn't able to make the most of the Yamaha. In fact, I think he got all he could out of the Yamaha, because Vinales also really did struggle on that motorbike, as well as the two Petronas riders. So no one could stop Marquez. So as of last weekend, the Brno Grand Prix, Marquez extends his lead, and he did take it was his 50th pole position, wasn't it, in that race weekend. So congrats to him. He's doing so much in the sport at the age of 26, is he? Still very young in terms of MotoGP riders, and I don't know who is going to be able to keep up with him and challenge him this season. So as long as he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to clear off and win the championship, which we haven't seen. Well, I was going to say, it's not unusual to see from Marquez, as we make a little bit of contact with someone there and sent us out wide, coming to turn number 1 out wide there on this Honda. Not what we want. So we got to get our head down here and get a decent start to the Grand Prix. I forgot to mention we're starting for the back of the grid, tucked in behind Maverick Vinales there, stuck in behind him a little bit actually. Just trying to find a way up the inside. Lots of people braking around the outside a little bit later than us. Side by side with our teammate Jorge Lorenzo, back down into 14th place. So haven't done any practice before this race, so this opening lap is our practice one. I'm trying to take it easy, coming down the hill, making contact with Petrucci, not what we want. Up the inside of Banaya as well. If we can hold it, yes we can. I'll be looking forward to trying out this Honda in career mode as well, because the Yamaha, we've been doing pretty well in career mode on the Yamaha, but it's just not quite as refined as this Honda or the Ducati. Obviously those two bikes, the Honda and the Ducati, have 100% performance on this game, whereas Yamaha only have 95%, which probably reflects real life performance pretty well. So finding our way up into P6 into the penultimate corner, a little bit wide there. We'll refine our lines on the next lap. Come on then, out of the final corner, a little slip as we touch the curb there. 128 as Jack Miller leads this race from Mir on the Suzuki. Got a bit of a gap up to the top 5 now that we're trying to reel in if we can, braking as late as possible. We can start to push the braking zones as we get more laps under our belt. We've got 7 laps around here at Austria, quite a short track, much shorter than Brno. I much prefer this track compared to Brno for me personally, as I run it a little bit wide at turn 6. Come on, try not to miss the apex, don't want to fold the front under either. And this Honda is a little bit lively, a bit more than I'm used to. The Ducati in career mode is so stable. As you can see, Miller setting another fastest lap of the race. He is on a charge. I've got a lot of work to do to close down the gap to the front runners. I need to get onto the back of the top 5 first. I'm just struggling. This Honda, a little bit lively, like I say, just trying to tame it, and with Marquez as a rider who's a little bit lively as well, that might prove very difficult. Come on. Still can't get that braking zone right. Oh, come on, I just want to close down Rins. 1 second is the gap to Alex Rins. Come on. Hit that penultimate corner apex. Chuck it into the final corner. A little bit wide there. Get back on track. Come on. Right. Sorry about the middle of the race. I've just had a cat trying to sit on me and annoy me while I'm trying to record. So that's pretty annoying. And I've missed my braking zone as well. Come on, Jay. Get it together. Let's go. Right. Second half of this race. We're going to pull it together. We're going to aim for that podium. I don't think we'll be able to catch Jack Miller. Look at the gap that Jack Miller has at the front. How has he done that on the Pramac? That's what I don't get. How on earth has he cleared off like that on a satellite bike, basically? How has he done that? Crazy, crazy Australian rider. Doing so well. I've never seen him lead a race like this before. Usually it's Dovi running away with it, and I'm starting to reel in the top 5 now. So maybe we could find ourselves a second place. First place is going to be a bit of an ass, so last to second has to be the aim. Last to first is definitely off the cards now. Jack Miller had too much pace at the start of this Grand Prix and he's cleared off completely. Tyres are looking good, they're in optimum temperature. We're all over the back of Alex Rins now. Crutchloh's running a bit wide. I hate that, as soon as you accelerate on the curb, the rear just slips away from you. Rins has pulled out a little bit because we've got a poor exit out of the final corner. Better run through turn number 1 now. Told you the second half of the race is going to be a lot better for us. Bit more pace as well. If we can keep the momentum going. We've only got 3 laps left really. There we go, just about avoid the front folding underneath of us. Little pop of a wheelie as we come up and over that slight incline there. Here we go, we'll line up Alex Rins then on the brakes. Can we do anything coming down the hill into turn 4? We send one up the inside. That's a screenshot there for the thumbnail, I think. Right then, getting back to the action. Take a tighter line than Alex Rins on the Suzuki, and we're up into P5. Right, the charge starts now for the top 4. Come on, we need to act quick. Second place is right there. Mir's doing a good job at keeping Dovi at bay, which is probably helping us, because if Dovi gets through on Mir, I feel like he'll clear off in second place as well. We don't have the time to try and catch up to Dovi. Here we go then. On Cal Crutchlow, we're gaining a little bit. Need to be a bit more confident on the brakes. Look at how good Crutchlow was on the brakes on his Honda through that penultimate corner. He closed right in on Dovizioso. Miller with a 25.2. We've got a fantastic run. We clipped the back of Cal Crutchlow, which has cost us. We did a 25.4, so still not able to match the pace of race leader Jack Miller. Up the inside of Dovi, up the inside of Mir. A classic Marquez move. That's cost us some time. Rejoin the track, and Dovi's going to go back through. We keep it ahead of Cal Crutchlow though, so a little mistake there from us. True Marquez style, too aggressive on the brakes. Crutchlow is very good on the brakes. I'm going to tuck it underneath for Dovizioso. 3 wide. Oh, slow and fast out from Dovizioso. Crutchlow ends up still behind us, not able to gain. Got this lap and the next lap to go. Pretty intense battle ahead. Trying to line up Dovizioso. This has given Mir a chance to escape with second place. Come on, I need to clear Dovi ASAP. Here we go, round the outside. Hold that defensive line, but he holds it round the outside. Able to make that Ducati grip. He is working that Ducati well. Much better than we're using our Honda. Only got one more lap to go. It's going to be a big ask to get second place now. But it's not impossible if we can clear Dovi fairly quickly. Out a little bit wide there at the final corner. Took it back in. Hit the apex nicely. Good run out the final corner. Look at that. On the charge now. Jack Miller clearing off. Look at the gap Jack Miller has at the front. Right, we'll try turn 1 again. Again. Too wide. Took it back in and Mir's back through. I can hear Dovi, but this time Dovi isn't able to get through. I need to work on the braking zone for turn 1. So much easier in an F1 car turn 1 here at Austria. Dovi goes around the outside and he's able to hold it. Bit of a block pass there from Dovizioso. Sneak up the inside on the brakes. Pull it back round. Dovy's still there. Come on. Not long to try and get Mir, but if we hook it up right, we could still do this. Look how wide we are, trail braking into turn 6. Dovy's back through. Cut it back underneath at the inside of Dovizioso, who tries to turn in on us. Not able to work there. We're struggling with grip. We're too far back to try and do anything into the final corner. Oh man, that's annoying. Look at the rear, just doesn't want to grip anymore. Ho ho ho. An interesting race then. Go from last to third. I would take that as Marquez. But look at that from Jack Miller. Absolutely crazy stuff. 125.2. We did 125.4, so we're close to him, but that wasn't consistent pace. Crazy. Good result from Mir though, getting second on that Suzuki. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this race. We didn't really talk much about the Czech Grand Prix, which I was hoping to. Overall, I didn't really enjoy that Grand Prix. A bit boring. I was hoping for a little bit of a better race considering the conditions, but Marquez just cleared off. Absolutely phenomenal on the day. Incredible performance from Marquez. But anyway, hopefully we get a better Austrian Grand Prix. A bit more exciting, hopefully. And for now, I will see you guys in the next one.